Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for that you've already probably seen for Kill Your Darlings #3. Now, because of some printing issues, this issue was pushed back to December 6th. So I'm re-releasing my original review, but I'm also adding some stuff on top of that. So go check out my original review, and at the end of the video, I'll go into some spoilers. You'll have a warning there, so make sure not to keep going if you haven't read the book, because I do want to show some extra pages, a little bit of extra content for this re-release of this video. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Kill Your Darlings #3. This is a new book from Image Comics and KLC Press. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Ethan Parker and Griffin Sheridan, with art by Bob Quinn, letters by John J. Hill. So as you know, I've been following this series pretty closely. I've really been enjoying the evolution of the story, and of course everything that kind of comes together. This issue is no different from that. I think this is probably my favorite issue so far, because of a myriad of reasons. But we'll touch on those as we get through this. But let me talk a little bit about the synopsis here. In this issue, reunited with imaginary friend Wallace, Rose and Elliot journey back to save the kingdom of Rosewood. Somewhere deep within, the great and terrible evil waits for their arrival, the same one that destroyed Rose's life all those years ago. So yeah, I mean, once again, time has passed since the last time, and as with a lot of these issues, we begin with a look at the past and a different time. I think there's some really fun, subtle things. I think one of the advantages, or one of the things that this book really has going for it, is Bob Quinn is very good at capturing little moments and just giving you clues as to what's going on. Now I only have two of the pages of the flashback scene, because I don't there's a page that carries a big, I think, emotional reveal, or like it's some of the craziest thing I've seen really in this book, and I don't want to spoil that for anyone. So definitely, I think maybe we'll talk about it in the future. But going through this book, one of the cool things is, like, of course, we have a mystery, right? We don't know what's going on with all these backstories that we have prior to the opening of the book. And then we also have everything that we're following along with our main characters, with Rose and Elliot, and now Wallace. Um, Also, the exploration of how do we get to Rosewood, and once we're there, we get to see just a beautifully imagined world that is also full of, like, there's some eerie feelings, there's a darkness to it, there's a lot of stuff that's still also happening there. I don't have any preview art for that because it would be too spoilery, but Bob manages to do some stuff with the coloring that really blew my mind. Like, there's some stuff that I don't even understand how you would begin to imagine something like that, which I think is really cool. Um, I think color really plays a very big part of this specific issue, not only with the separation of, like, the real world and Rosewood, but also within Rosewood. There's a lot there's a lot that's being done with the color, and then also this comes even down to the lettering. I think John J. Hale truly shines in this issue, especially towards the end, where as a letterer he has to do something that I feel could be pretty difficult, and at least get a little confusing, but just because of pure skill and the way, like, know-how, like, it really is portrayed in the way that I feel it was intended to be portrayed. I'm kind of talking a little bit around it because I don't want to spoil anything, because this book is such a fun ride. So let's take a look at some of the preview art here. And as you can see, we have a couple of pages from the flashback, and I just love how they capture, like, all the little hints, like, 1887, the Eiffel Tower isn't fully built. But it gives you all the information you need to, like, where are you, what the time frame is. We have this new character that we don't know much about, and I just love how jovial he is as he's walking in, walking down back to his home. And then the sudden shift in color definitely tells you that there's something going on. And once again, you know, these letters, like these sounds that you hear, the fact that they are colored in this bright red to contrast everything. And then once again, like I said, once you turn that page, there's just something there that really, it made me upset, but it really blew my mind. um, and then we follow along with our group. I think it's really interesting also to see how the town has changed since everything happened, as we follow along with Rose and Elliot. I really love Wallace. He's just like very capable character, very, like, I feel like our characters are safe with him, um, you know, at least for the moment. So that's really cool. And then, like I said, there's just some other stuff. There's so much stuff that I could show you, but I don't want to rob anyone of the experience of this third issue. Like I said, I think so far it's my favorite. And yeah, it was really, really good, really cool storytelling. This, every time I think I have something kind of figured out, like where we may be going with the story, the book kind of swerves in a really fun direction. So yeah, I love the pacing of this book. I love the reveals, and just Bob Quinn doing some beautiful work with the art and the coloring, and of course John J. Hill just really killing it with all the lettering and the design of the book. So like, I don't know, this book is just very well put together, which is crazy to like. I don't know, like I feel like there's not enough talk about just a book being a complete a work by the team. So very
All right.
excited. So as I mentioned in my review, Bob Quinn was doing some really amazing stuff, and I just kind of want to go over some of those pages. First, this page of them going into the portal, it is just an amazing use of the comic book page. I love how they kind of transform and they transport into another world. Them going upside down through this magical door, going through all the colors, and now Bob Quinn's doing both the coloring and the art here. So really, this is all one complete vision. I would love to see what this page or what these pages look like in the script. And then, of course, I also wanted to show, as the team, as the kids are moving forward into the world and trying to figure out what's going on with everyone else, um, how we go from this transition of like the color being gone and being stolen. Like, yeah, I just really love these, and there's more stuff like this later on in the book, but I don't want to spoil everything. But yeah, this is super, super rad. Fantastic work. I love that, you know, John J. Hill's letters are a different color for people that are in this kingdom and people who have lost their color. Like, the letters are very important and they're very friendly to new readers. So yeah, this is really, really cool stuff. I love what the team's doing. Definitely, as I mentioned in my review, my favorite issue so far. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.